whatnot. But
Yeah, true.
on net play, I think having a different connection with every player definitely does something to you in terms of like being ready, having your buttons checked and whatnot. So I'm glad that we have still have time for getting those button checks again. But now we're starting.
Yeah,
go to Battlefield
again. I feel like that's
to Switzerland. No surprises.
To Switzerland, the neutral one. Yeah, same as first game, but not the same start as the first game. Instant 0 to death, more or less from Levingy. Now Prof has to play catch up.
Just like in the first set, right?
Yeah. I thought he was disconnected for a second. He didn't move at all until Prof hit him. That's the scary part about net play. Sometimes I feel like my opponent is desynced. Like he stopped playing, but it was actually all the mind games. They just meant to stop moving. But online is so hard to tell, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If they meant to do it or if something bad happened.
Not quite getting the edge guard with the Nair. Unfortunate stuff for Prof there. And Levingy, he's done a lot of damage on the second stock and looking like he might be taking another stock. Nope. Messing up the edge guard just like Prof did before him. Learning from the best here and still having a really huge advantage with like 110% on Prof's second stock already and looking to close this out. No, Prof with a very, very wise choice there, air dodging through the entire hitbox of Levingy's back air, with which he was trying to edge guard him.
Prof has a very sneaky recovery. He always manages to find a way in and again. It's like the 4th or 5th time in a row that he's really high % off stage and doesn't die for it. And that was the reason why I feel Levingy didn't manage to win the first game or make it as close as he could have been. It's because he didn't manage to finish the stocks, right? And once again, they really have to get this on point if he wants to shot at beating Prof.
Oh yeah, definitely. But at the moment it looks like... What a dude! Okay.
Yeah,
Prof recovery basically unkillable. You gotta kill him off the side or off the top, but not gonna kill him by edge guarding him.
Can you imagine an unkillable Fox, man? That would be such a nightmare.
I don't know, have you played against Ice?
Yeah. I have. I have. It was force stocking me like a few days ago. It's fine. I'm used to it.
Oh no. But yeah, he recently beat me with his Kirby on stream. It was embarrassing.
That's what Ice does with his Mario and Kirby and whatever.
Yeah. Like back in 06, 07, Ice used to come to my place every day after school. We used to play Melee. But when we were like training partners and doubles partners for like a year or two. Because we basically started around the same time, and Berlin community was like 4 people. So
yeah. Back in the day,
anyway, enough of Ice. Watching those sick Foxes and also Falcos, because Ice was a Falco main like way back when we played. Reminds me of the good old days when Prof was still not very notable, and Neutroni, Levingy was called Neutroni.
And he was a really good Marth, maybe one of the best in Europe, right? With Strohat Dahan and Salpats. It was that era.
True, it was exactly
last stock, right? Last stock.
Yeah, exactly. Last stock for the first. I mean, judging by how the game went, and like I think what you said earlier, that Levingy has a very, very difficult time edge guarding Prof properly. Yeah. Prof definitely got a lot of mileage on that because he lived on this one stock, lived up until like almost 200%, I think. And even though Levingy was in control of the game, like mostly, Prof was able to be a lot more efficient with his punishes, while Levingy just playing methodical, getting each hit that he can get, and not quite being able to finish, having like sort of like Falco-itis, so to speak.
Yeah, I was gonna say the exact same. That maybe because he's an old Morph main, he took the Morphratis with him to Falco, and that's his problem right now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's like no matter which character I play, I always struggle in the same matchups. I know it's not about the matchup for the character, right? Because if I play Fox, I also suck against Falcon. It doesn't matter. So maybe that's like a playstyle specific thing. But Levingy takes the first game.
I'm assuming, like, what stage did Prof go for earlier? What was it? Do you remember?
I think it was
PS?
Stadium.
Yeah.
And there we go. Yeah, rubbing Levingy off that top platform to retreat to definitely, net him a very nice advantage there. I think he 3-stocked him here, right? Was it this set?
Yeah. No, it was, and he got like 2 shine games that like 2 up throw into shine into confirm off stage shine. took two stocks in a minute, basically. And from there, Levingy never recovered.
Yeah. And you know, not looking the same this game. Prof opting to go for the long combos, playing the neutral game, getting his openings in the center of the stage where he basically wants to spend most of his time, because that makes it easier for him to get an opening, like, or to open up Levingy basically, who has to approach him then because he has the positional advantage, which is how we play the neutral game in Melee. And yeah, this seems to be working out pretty well for Prof in terms of neutral interactions one, but Levingy looking a little bit stronger on, you know, getting rid of those stocks. Unlike in the first game, where he was struggling with that a lot, you know, he looks a lot more, you know, sharp and precise with the way he tries to end his combos.
Yeah, you know, Levingy is a really good player, so he can play the game without having to think about it too much, and in the meantime, he can shift his focus towards fixing the one part that wasn't working out at all, which is finishing the stocks. And as a result, we're seeing it so far. The second game is going a lot better in that department.
Yeah, I mean, he adapted to that in the first game as well, right? Like, he saw that the problem was, you know, not getting rid of Prof stocks fast enough, so
yeah, the first two
go for some dumpsters, you know.
The first two for sure were a lot worse than the last two, or these two as well.
Yeah, exactly. And dude, like this, I mean, Levingy is coming from losers, but maybe he can, you know, stir up some momentum and make this the run of a lifetime here.
I feel like Prof is going into a complete momentum shift right now. He's starting to spam Nair, be more aggressive. Maybe he doesn't want Levingy to slow down the pace so much.
Yeah, but it looks like every time Prof tries to, you know, dash dance and be in Levingy's face, Levingy has like a very, very solid, like tiny microscopic retreat and shooting a laser while retreating up until there's no stage left to his back. But up until this point, you know, Prof was already caught off guard or like caught by a laser, and Levingy has an option to take some space back. So this is very like meticulous back and forth in order to obtain the center stage advantage, and Levingy is winning all these trades that they are having in this scuffle for the center. But now Prof, he was onto something there, but he couldn't react in time. Levingy just, you know, lying down on the ground and then rolling into the center. The most obvious thing, obviously, but Prof was not ready for that. So yeah, Levingy definitely on another layer of mind games right here against Prof.
Ryan needs to finish the stock. Doesn't get it.
Prof
is super good. At just side being deep on stage and not getting punished for it. Misses the Amps attack. I mean, it was dead either way. Like if you Amps attack that back air, you just get up smashed anyway.
Yeah.
The F tilt again.
Oh my god.
I love it. And Prof, again with the momentum shift, this time around, just playing patient, playing solid. Staying at the dash short hop distance away, waiting.
And this time it looks like it's enough. Not like in the first game. It looks like it's enough this time because he definitely has the lead. He definitely has the momentum, and he is looking to get this edge guard. No, not going for the Armada Shine. I'm wondering, like, Prof is not the type of player who to go out there and shine spike the opponent on his recovery, right? Like this, we rarely see this by him, as opposed to watching like Lev or Armada sets who do this all the time.
I feel like against Falco, there's an argument for it, because against Fox, if you get side B'd in return, like especially like if they decide to kill themselves with a side B, like too low, right? That kind of timing can be hard to anticipate. And against Falco, if you mess up, you can just die because you're going to be meteor locked, right? Because you were shine jumping. So it can be rough. Like Falco can force the trade of stock sometimes.
That was nasty.
That was some Alex 19 kind of stuff from like.
Oh yeah. True. The R word times 2 video.
Yeah, indeed.
With like the horrible trance music playing in the background. That's the type of music a Triff listens to, by the way. He told me once like this is his favorite music. I was like, what the hell?
Cascada, right? I think it was.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, there you have it. You wanted it.
Yeah, I got my shine. Thank you.
Shine.
Prof also watching the stream, listening to us. Just like Kinzo did earlier.
That looks super reliable, actually. The down for forward tilt. Okay, and then the mix-up. Because he knew Prof didn't want it to get hit by the forward tilt, right? So he had to DI away, and the forward throw will take it. That's crazy. People underestimate, I think, Falco's throw game. It's not as good as maybe Mars or Fox's, but there's a lot of work to be done with it.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think especially because Falco is like, he has such good mobility after his up throw. He is basically the fastest character being up there, right? So that's such good mobility. Oh my god, Prof going for the edge shot, just hanging in there, not making. Oh my god, poor Prof.
Randall messing up the movement.
In my version of Melee, this is by the way the face of Zambu from Champaign, Illinois. He is like his head is our Randall.
That sounds distracting. Okay.
Oh my god, and I got another one of those shines. I think Prof is listening. I think Prof basically does like the fan service right here.
Yeah, gifting them to you. This is 2-1, right?
I think it's 2-2, right? Oh no, it's 2-1. It's 2-1. Yeah.
Levingy won Battlefield and then Prof PS and Yoshi's, right?
Smash GG says both players lost on PS, by the way.
Okay, interesting.
that's that Microsoft acquisition working there.
Both players lost, but
possible.
Melee won. That's all that matters.
Exactly. Almost getting him with the shine there, but spiking him onto the stage.
I feel like Prof might have the best shines out of shield in the world, and I mean this like seriously, like better than Levingy or anyone else. He just doesn't mess them up ever.
It looks so clean every time.
Yeah. Always grounded, always with shining afterwards.
Oh wow! He was so ready for that DI by Levingy. Amazing. Amazing stuff by Prof. Looking like he's running away with this, but Levingy, you know, as we saw against Solo Battle earlier, he is not faced by an opponent, you know, having like good momentum on his side. So he definitely, he's the kind of grinder, like he never gives up.
That was crazy crouch. That near sent nowhere at like 170.
Yeah. That's so crazy, dude.
215.
Kind of weird that this is Levingy's counter pick when we saw in the first game that Levingy barely clutched that Prof, you know, he didn't die up until 200 like twice in a row.
That up tilt on shield is so annoying to deal with. I never know what to do as Falco against that.
Just, I guess, roll and like give up center or like give up stage.
That feels so bad though to give that up. You know?
I know.
Like, or they up tilt your back and you're too far away to shine out of shield and you're like, yeah, now what?
Exactly.
Ooh,
oh no! Oh no, yeah, Prof will take that any day of the week. I think I've never seen Prof throw away a homie stock.
Nah, he's not the kind of guy.
Which, I mean, he's a professional, right? There's no homie business in business.
It's professional.
Dude, these angles looking like all these box kids out there, but doing it with a GameCube controller. Maybe he's not sure.
Probably, yeah.
Probably, right?
Yeah, at this point,
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Prof not being notched, but also hitting all these crazy angles because he's such a precise player and always has been, even before we were like notched.
That's true. He's always been super precise, even from like 2010, like 2011. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh my god! And he read that low recovery. He went all the way down there, looking like Armada with Peach back in his like glory days. That was amazing. All right, and Prof takes it 3-1. Advancing as the first seed out of the bracket. I think he also was the first seed, right?
He was the first seed for sure.
Yeah.
And he'll be facing Modest Major actually.
Ooh, let's go.
As a result of that, yeah. In terms of matchup, we're gonna have so like Prof against Modest Major. Really good upcoming Falco from the UK. He's been playing for a few years, but recently I feel like his results have been starting to climb some more.
Oh,
and we have Kinsto against Pipsqueak.
Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting.
We have Levingy against Istar. That should be crazy as well because it's Falcon. But Istar punish game is so good, man.